Developing marketing strategies. Developing a marketing strategy is vital for any business. Without one, your effort to attract customers are likely to be haphazard and inefficient. The focus of your strategy should be making sure that your products and services meet customer needs and developing long-term and profitable relationships with those customers. To achieve this, you will need to create a flexible strategy that can respond to changes in customer perceptions and demand. It may also help you to identify whole new markets that you can successfully target. The purpose of your marketing strategy should be to identify and then communicate the benefits of your business offering to your target market. Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker was one of the most widely known and influential thinkers on management, whose work continues to be used by managers worldwide. He has rightly defined business planning as a continuous process of making present entrepreneurial decisions systematically and with best possible knowledge of their futurity. Organizing systematically the effort needed to carry out these decisions against expectation through organized feedback. In short, planning is the management function that includes decisions and actions to ensure future results. Market planning helps in maintaining a viable fit between the organization goals, objectives, targets, skills, and resources with its changing market opportunities. The objective is to shape the product or service offered through a marketing plan to help the organization realize its targets and profit objectives. Today's marketing managers face extraordinary challenges due to changes in the external environment. So they should be flexible and adaptable enough to respond to the growing complex world of competition and achieve the desired result. Characteristic of a good marketing plan. A good marketing plan should communicate to every member what is desired of each member, so that have some level of goal clarity, understanding of assumptions that lie behind the goals and context of each activity and decisions. Since most of the organization's planning is mutually agreed upon activity, a good marketing should also stimulate individual and group commitment. Also, an effective marketing plan provides you with objective information to confidently make decisions. While different organizations follow different kinds of planning approaches, organizations where top management set both the goal and plans for the lower management follow a top down approach. On the other hand, in demographic and participative organization, there is a bottom-up approach in which each unit in the organization creates its own goals and plans, which are then approved by the top management. The third approach is to have goals down plans up approach. In this approach, the top management sets the goal, but various business units create their own plans to meet these goals. The good marketing plan would include a section of identifying, comparing, and recommending distribution strategies. Importance of marketing plan. Marketing planning is the systematic and disciplined exercise to formulate marketing strategies. It can be related to the organization as a whole or to a strategic business unit. It is a forward-looking exercise which determines the future strategies of an organization with a special reference to its product development, market development, channel design, sales promotion, and profitability. We can summarize the importance of marketing planning in the following manner. First, it helps in avoiding future uncertainties. Second, it helps in management by objectives. It helps in achieving objectives. It helps in coordination and communication among the departments. It helps in control. And it helps the customers in getting complete satisfaction. Strategic corporate planning by top management. It helps the formulation of plans, strategies, and policies on the basis of allocated resources. It is systematic as it covers the whole planning process in a logical and sequential manner. Corporate planning involves establishing corporate mission, objectives, and goals, establishing strategic business units, assigning resources to each strategic business units, and planning for business growth. Establishing corporate mission, objectives, and goals. A well-defined corporate mission guides all other, including the marketing strategy of a firm. A corporate mission statement is a broad statement of corporate purpose as it explains the existence of the corporate entity and what is want to accomplish. It provides direction to the entire organization. The mission statement should possess the following seven characteristics. First, it should not be an impossible statement. Second, it should be short and limited. Third, it should be motivating. Fourth, it should be enough to define the function, the clientele, and the method of operation. 5. It should be clear and should stress the company's policy. Sixth, it should be distinctive and should define company's major competitive scope. The seventh, it should indicate how objectives are to be accomplished. The next step in corporate planning is setting up of corporate objectives. Corporate objectives help in identifying and achieving the desired future positions or destinations. Every company has a potential set of objectives. It has to exercise a choice for among these objectives. A possible list of objectives could be as follows: a higher market share, high growth opportunities, increased ability to compete in global markets, product innovation, recognition as a leader in technology, better customer services, good reputation with customers, low cost compared with competitors, high quality goods and services, brand image and loyalty, wider profit margin.
Once the organization mission, objectives, and goal are set, they will provide a framework for determining what kind of organizational structure and business models are best fit for the organization's marketing effects. A strategic business unit operates like a company within a company which is organized around a business model and cluster of offerings that share some commonality in the form of similar production process, similar target markets, or similar investment requirements. A SBU has control over its own business model and marketing strategy. Strategic business unit has the following characteristic. It separates responsibility for strategic planning and profit performance and profit influencing factors, a separate set of competitors, single business are a collection of related businesses which offer scope for independent strategic planning for remaining organization. The understanding of an SBU is, therefore, a convenient starting point for planning since the company's strategic business units have been identified. It also involves assigning resources to each strategic business unit. Boston Consulting Group's Growth Share Matrix. This is the most popular growth share matrix model. It involves strategic business units being positioned in a matrix on the basis of market growth rates and their market share relative to that of the largest competitor. Market growth rate provides an indicator of the relative attractiveness of the market served by each of the business in the company's portfolio. Relative market share is calculated as an SBU's market share divided by the market share of the largest competitors in the same market. Strategic business unit can be positioned as circle in the matrix. The size of the circle represents the position of company's scale generated by that particular business unit. Market growth rate plotted on vertical axis indicates the annual growth rate of the market in which the business operates. It ranges from 0 to 20%. It can be separated into high and low areas. Relative market share is plotted on a horizontal axis. It ranges from 0.1 to 10.
Stars are market leaders in high growth market. It was once a question mark, but it does not necessarily produce positive cash flow. The company must still spend to keep up with the high market growth and fight off competition. Question marks are a businesses that operating a high growth markets but have low related market shares. Most businesses start off as question marks as the company tries to enter a high growth market in which there is already market leader. Cash cows are former stars with the largest relative market share in a slow growth market. It produces a lot of cash for the company due to the economies of scale and high profit margins, paying the company's bill and supporting its other businesses. Dogs are business with weak market shares in low growth markets. Typically, this generated low profits or even losses. This matrix involves SBUs being positioned on a matrix on the basis of market attractiveness and business strength. These two factors make excellent marketing sense for rating an SBU. Market attractiveness and business strength depend on the number of factors. The procedure involves assigning each of the factors a weight depending on its perceived importance, followed by assessing how each SBU compares on each factor on 1 to 7 rating scale, and then computing a weight composing rating. This model is based on competitive position and stage of industry maturity. The competitive position is recognized in five main categories: dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, and weak. The second dimension of the model, the stage of industry maturity, ranges from embryonic to aging. The combination of competitive position and industry maturity provides the basis for determining the SBU's strategic conditions and subsequently the identification and evaluation of the strategic option open to the company.
If an evaluation of the performance of an existing portfolio does not fulfill the corporate goal, then firms may decide to go for acquisition and new business development. Market penetration strategy. It is a strategy of increasing sales of existing products in current markets. For example, Procter and Gamble reduced the price of its detergent Ariel in the Indian market to increase its sale among existing and new consumers in the current market. Depending on the product category, other approaches can be to increase advertising, sales promotion, personal selling and increased distribution network in the current markets. When the product is in the current market, it can still grow. These are the three major approaches to increasing current products' market share. First is encourage current customer to buy more, to attract competitors' customers, and to convince no users to the product.
Market development strategy. It refers to increasing sales by introducing current products into new markets. This strategy often involves expanding business in new geographic areas. For example, with globalization and opening up of Indian borders of businesses, many organizations have introduced their product in the Indian market. These companies were marketing these products in their domestic and other markets for quick some time. When the current product is launched in new market, these are three approaches to develop the market. Expand distribution channels, sell in new location, identify the potential users. Product development strategy. It means increasing sales by improving current products in some way or developing entirely new products for current markets. When a new product is launched in the current market, the extensive growth strategy could be to develop new features, develop different quality levels, and improve the technology. This unit is a part of a company or organization that represents a specific business function and is a part of a firm value chain of activity. When it comes to strategy, each business unit has a role to play. Each function contributes extremely important value to the primary corporate business strategy, and strategy needs to be part of everyone's responsibilities. Deciding on the business mission. Each SBU operates in different market conditions, so the business mission should stem from the overall corporate mission and the objective of the firm. It should essentially express why is it the business portfolio of the company and what function the corporate expect it to play.
Analyzing industry and competition. Conducting SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis. The firm needs to SWOT for the business unit, while strengths and weakness analysis is analysis of internal strength of the firm. Opportunity and threat analysis is the analysis of the external environment to identify the potential risk and return opportunities in the business. External environmental analysis for identifying opportunities and threats. External appraisal includes all the factors outside the organization, each provide opportunities or foes, threats to the organization. External analysis helps in analyzing and monitoring microenvironmental factors and significant microenvironmental competitive environment related factors.
SWOT analysis is best appreciated in the context of marketing analysis strategy formulation, together with the consideration of environment, the resources, values, expectations, and objectives provide the basis for marketing analysis so as to arrive at a view of the organization's strategy situation. It helps to form a basis for deciding the extent to which a change to a strategy is necessary.
Rating business strategy. Strategy are long-term goal-directed actions. A company deliberately chooses of a particular strategy depending upon its strengths and goals set for the business units. while the goals they indicate what is to be achieved. Strategy is a game plan used to achieve these goals. Program formulation and implementation. Once the business unit's planning is over, the marketing management should develop detailed supporting programs. These programs are purely functional plans to execute the strategies. Marketing managers need to develop a marketing plan, which should include cost estimates, budget allocations on various functional activity, and link the investment with the likely returns to decide whether it's worth executing on a particular program. Competitive advantage. Firms design milestones and targets, measure the performance, and if they found the gap between what was planned and the results of the plan, they need to take corrective actions. The feedback flow also helps in finding out the validity of the assumptions unlike market response to the marketing strategy made during the planning stage. Feedback and control. It is an advantage over the competitors gained by offering customers greater value, either by the means of lower prices or by providing greater benefits and services that justifies higher prices.
Core competencies are the resources and capabilities that comprise the strategy advantages of business.
Planning and management. Marketing strategies will vary depending on what position the firm had already taken in the marketing. A firm can play different roles depending on what kind of market share it holds. The largest player is called market leader, who is challenged by the few challengers. There are followers, nichers, and clones in the market also. While the nichers plays the small market segment, a clone survives on the image of the leader or one of the large players. Contents of the marketing plan. Execute summary and table of contents. Mission statement. Summary of financial projections. Market overview. SWOT analysis for major SBUs. Portfolio summary of all the SBUs. Market assumptions. Marketing objectives and goals. Financial projections for at least 3 years. Marketing strategy and marketing action.